you absolutely know the feeling. The alarm goes off, you stretch, you glance over at the clock, and yep, you can confirm you've been in bed for exactly 8 hours. But as you do that familiar morning zombie shuffle to the bathroom mirror, feeling like you literally ran a marathon in your sleep, you can't help but wonder, what went wrong? Your eyelids are heavy, your brain feels like it's full of fog, and you are just utterly exhausted. Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're going to solve one of the most frustrating mysteries of modern life: why you are always tired, even after a full night's rest. So when we wake up tired, our immediate instinct is to blame the clock, right? We think, man, if I just got 9 hours or maybe 10 hours, I feel so much better. But here's the kicker. If you slept for 8 hours and you're still completely exhausted, the quantity of your sleep actually isn't the primary suspect here. Instead, there are these hidden energy drainers secretly operating in your daily routine. They're quietly zapping your battery before you even realize it's happening. So today, we're going to expose 7 of these common culprits, and more importantly, give you the exact tools you need to defeat them. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the environmental suspects. Let's uncover those hidden energy drainers. We're going to start our investigation by looking at the world immediately around us. You see, human beings are essentially really sophisticated, solar-powered machines. We rely on a natural, daily light cycle to manage when to produce energy and when to wind down. Getting morning sun tells your brain to wake up, afternoon activity keeps that momentum going, and nighttime darkness is the crucial signal that it's time to repair. When we ignore this natural daily cycle, our internal clock goes completely haywire. And that brings us to our very first hidden drainer. If your morning routine involves waking up in a dim room and immediately staring at a screen, your brain literally thinks it is still nighttime. It hasn't received that biological go signal to stop producing melatonin, which is your sleep hormone. The result? You feel groggy for hours. The simple, practical tip to fix this is to get natural sunlight right after waking up. Just 5 to 10 minutes of morning sun on your face jumpstarts your internal clock and naturally spikes your morning energy. It's a total game changer. Now let's flip the script to the end of the day. The second drainer is way too much screen time right before bed. Just as a lack of light in the morning confuses your brain, blasting your eyes with artificial blue light from your phone or TV at, say, 10 p.m., it completely tricks your brain into thinking the sun is still high in the sky. It abruptly halts your natural sleep preparation. You might eventually fall asleep, but your brain is still stuck in daytime mode. To counter this, you've got to turn off screens 30 to 60 minutes before sleep. Read a book, do some light stretching, or just unplug so your body actually knows it's time to rest. Let's move on and see how this builds. Section 2, the internal suspects. Let's talk about hydration and nutrition. So, we've covered the outside environment, and now we're shifting our investigation inward to look closely at what you're actually putting into your body. Drainer number 3 is incredibly sneaky: dehydration. And listen, this isn't just about feeling a little thirsty. When you lack water, your actual blood volume drops. Because there's less liquid in your bloodstream, your blood literally becomes thicker. So to get oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and your brain, your heart suddenly has to pump faster and work significantly harder. Your body is basically working overtime just to maintain basic, everyday functions, which instantly zaps your energy reserves. The fix for dehydration? It's wonderfully simple, yet so many of us get it wrong. The tip here is to drink water before your morning coffee. Think about it. You just went 8 hours without a single drop of liquid while you slept. You wake up mildly dehydrated by default. If your very first move is reaching for a diuretic like coffee, you are digging that dehydration hole even deeper. So drink a large glass of water first thing in the morning. It's an incredibly easy win you can incorporate into your daily routine right away. Moving on, our fourth energy thief is poor nutrition, specifically meals heavily loaded with simple carbs. Imagine eating a massive plate of pasta or a giant sugary pastry for lunch. Your blood sugar violently spikes up, giving you a huge rush, but then it rapidly crashes right back down. Welcome to the dreaded 3 p.m. pasta coma, where your keyboard suddenly looks like a really great pillow. To maintain steady, reliable energy levels throughout the entire day, you need to balance your meals with protein and whole foods. Protein acts as an anchor. It slows down digestion and keeps your energy a steady burn, rather than a wild roller coaster ride. All right, let's quickly lock in these first 4 simple fixes so we don't forget them. 1. Get morning sun to set your clock. 2. Unplug at night to signal rest. 3. Hydrate early, way before that coffee hits. And 4. Balance your meals to prevent those brutal afternoon crashes. These are highly practical habits, and the best part is, you have total control over these 4 elements every single day. Now, What's really interesting about this next part is how the body and mind connect. Section 3, the physical and mental suspects, movement and stress. We're crossing into completely different territory now with our final suspects. Drainer number 5 is highly counterintuitive, a lack of regular physical activity. Look, if you're exhausted, the logical thing to do is sit on the couch and rest, right? Well, actually, wrong. The human body operates strictly on a use it or lose it principle. If you spend your entire day sitting at a desk, your body assumes it doesn't need to generate much energy, so it just powers down. A sedentary lifestyle actually creates chronic fatigue. You literally have to spend energy to make energy. The simple tip here? Take a short daily walk. You do not need a grueling gym session. Just regular, light movement signals your cells to keep those energy factories open for business. Suspect number 6 is a massive one. Ongoing stress. Let's look at what this really means biologically. Stress triggers your fight or flight response. Now, thousands of years ago, this response dumped adrenaline into your system so you could, run away from a predator. But today, if you're stressed about an overflowing inbox, your body still mounts that exact same massive biological response while you're just sitting there in your office chair. This constant simmering state of high alert burns immense amounts of mental and physical energy in the background, keeping you totally drained even when you think you're just relaxing. Now, you might be thinking, well, I can't just quit my job to lower my stress. And you absolutely don't have to. You don't need a total life overhaul. Just try 5 minutes of deep breathing daily. Deep, slow breathing physically hacks your nervous system. It sends a biological signal straight from your diaphragm to your brain saying, hey, we are safe, you can stand down. This naturally lowers your heart rate and actually shuts off that exhausting fight or flight drain. And finally, our ultimate silent drainer, poor sleep quality. This right here explains the entire paradox of our explainer today. You can be in bed for 8 hours, sure, but if you're tossing, turning, and micro-waking throughout the night, your brain never descends into the deep, truly restorative stages of sleep. Deep sleep is literally the only time your body truly repairs tissue and flushes out cellular waste from the brain. If you lack quality, the quantity simply doesn't matter. It's effectively like charging your phone with a broken cable. To ensure the hours you actually spend in bed count, you have to optimize your environment for depth, not just duration. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. A drop in core body temperature is biologically required to initiate deep sleep, so do yourself a favor and turn that thermostat down. Use blackout curtains and keep the room quiet to prevent your brain from being pulled out of those precious deep sleep cycles by random stimuli. You really have to set the stage for high-quality rest. So we've just uncovered 7 distinct, powerful reasons why you might be waking up exhausted. Light exposure, screens, dehydration, heavy carbs, lack of movement, stress, and a poor sleep environment. So where do we go from here? Section 4. Change just one habit. Avoiding the overwhelm. Looking at all 7 of these drainers at once, it's really easy to feel overwhelmed. But please, whatever you do, do not try to fix everything by tomorrow morning. The absolute crucial point is captured right here. Improve one habit at a time instead of trying to change everything at once. Stressing out over fixing your stress is entirely counterproductive, right? We want micro changes. Pick the one single area that resonated with you the most today. Maybe it's just drinking a glass of water before your coffee, or perhaps it's simply stepping outside for 5 minutes of morning light. Master that one small thing first. Because the truth is, big transformations happen not through massive overnight overhauls, but through tiny, consistent wins. By systematically eliminating these hidden energy drainers one by one, you will fundamentally change how you feel every single day. So, I'm going to leave you with this question to answer for yourself right now. Which single habit will you change today? Pick one, stick to it, and go reclaim your energy.